Peace is you, shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace is you, shalom, shalom. Thought I'll be out by Shima outside for putting the spell on me to, come out another day and, provide sit down and continuously working through the spirit and doing this work, man. You know, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahawah, Allahaynawa, Yahawah, Akkad, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahawah, Allahaynawa, Yahawah, Akkad, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahawah, Allahaynawa, Yahawah, Akkad. So peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Once again, I want to give all honors, praise, and infinite glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect, and shalom to you, Akim and Akwarev that's tuning in right now. And double honor to the pops and elders of GMS who we want to teach tomorrow, and you like our mind brothers too. Peace and sincerity to the hopeful elect brothers that's laboring this truth too. So once again, I want to say Thwada Abiyah Bashim Al-Shai for allowing me to do this work, for continuously putting the spirit on me to go harder and to keep going, man. So as you can see, my last video was it was like a topic based / scriptures of the day. Today is definitely a topic. As you can see, I titled it "The Lord is Our Bread and Wine." I want to say that I was inspired through the spirit by the brothers of St. Jersey to do a lesson like this today. I was watching one of their camp videos. Their most recent one before they went live today, because they did just go live. Their very last one, and they was through the spirit, man. It really hit me. The scripts that they was bringing out, and the way they was breaking it down. So shalom to those brothers, man. And I really, really want to go into this because it's a famine, man, spiritually. And the Lord is our bread and wine, He's the one that we should be going to when we're hungry, man. And we need to be feeding our spirit. And you do that by seeking the Lord, man. So, Lord wanted this lesson is edifying. We're going to hop right into it, man. And we're going to open up with Amos 4 and 6. And it reads, it's titled The Chastening of the Lord. And it reads, and I also have given you cleanness of teeth in all your cities, and want of bread in all your places. Yet have ye not returned unto me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim outside. So, right, man, the Lord, He's providing everything for us, especially you Israelites, man, because He's our power, and in the days of Jacob's trouble, it's gonna be clean teeth because there ain't gonna be nothing for y'all to eat, man. And when you're hungry, what do? You go and you make something to eat to fill your hungriness. But right now, it's a spiritual hunger that you have to have for the Lord. Your spirit has to be hungry for this truth. It has to be hungry to seek our power, man. You have to be hungry. You got a lot of brothers in here that's just doing the work because they think that, okay, if I just do it, then I'm good. I could just make it on a cherry. But they're not hungry for the Lord. They putting on a front in front of the cameras, and then when they cut off, they back to doing whatever it is that they doing. They not really in that spirit. They're just going there, hop on. They not really, studying. They not really listening to the elders and apostles. They not watching videos. They only doing videos just to think that, okay, I put my time in for the Lord and let me go back to doing what I'm doing. They're not really hungry, man. And the Lord got something for brothers like that. That's why a lot of brothers fell out because they wasn't hungry, you know? And like one of the brothers said in Saints of Jersey, the Lord can have it to where he can really wipe your mind out, man. That's scary. You'll wake up the next day and won't even know how to pronounce YAHAWASHI, man. And that's scary, man. This is a power we have to fear. He can do all things, man. You know? He's about to do, he's doing things now, man. Look at Canada, man. You know? The wildfire, the smoke in there, the air quality, you know? The Lord is not playing, man. He's coming down with that. He's going to come down with that great wrath, that fire, by way of those ICBM missiles, man. He had enough with Jake still doing things of the Gentiles, man. You know, of the Babylonians. They're not repenting. They don't want to be Israelites. They want to be everything else, man. You know? They got all these demons, and they welcome them demons on them, man. You know? Our people is far gone. We need this place to be destroyed because America every day is killing our people spiritually and mentally, man. Physically too, but that mental and that spirit, man, through music, through food. Jake is a complete zombie, man. Jake is hungry in the spirit, but this is why we have to search the Lord. He's our bread and wine, man. These scripts, the spirit, the knowing the fear of him, the fear you're supposed to have of him, that fills you up, man. You know? Because that family of the word is coming. And like I used to say in my older videos, you know, GMS and followers, you know, GMS camps that might be named something else, but they were under the GMS doctrine, 24-hour, 24/7, all you can eat buffet through the spirit. You can feel, hey, you hungry? A brother just put up a lesson. You know, literally, brothers putting up lessons all times of the day, man. Overnight, morning, night, it don't matter. Monday through Sunday, man. You know? And this is how, you know, GMS has 100% true, because we don't stop, man. You know, through the spirit. And in season, out season, we're hitting the highways and hedges, man. You know? And that's heavy. We're the ones we're hungry, so we're searching for the Lord, man. We're trying to eat. We're trying to eat what the Lord is providing, that bread and honey, man, that wine. You know, this is Revelations 10:9. And it reads, and I went up unto the angel and said unto him, give me a little book. Give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. So right, man. You know, Jake don't want to eat this wisdom and knowledge because it's better to them. But once you start retaining, and once you start studying, it's sweet as honey as soon as you start digesting it, man. You know, we have to take this book and we have to eat up. We have to be fed. You know, and if you're not repenting and if you're not seeking the Lord, you're starving yourself each and every day, man. You know, and you can't fake the funk with the Lord, man. The Lord knows if your heart is really in this or not. He knows what brother is really hungry, man. He knows what brother is really, you know, they're eating their portion, they're eating up, man. You know? And we have to make sure that we're spiritually fed, man. And you do that by constantly studying, man. Constantly seeking the Lord, constantly praying, man. You know, keep asking for more prayer for the spirit. Keep communicate with the Lord. This is our power, man. No other nation has a power but the Lord. The Lord rules all, but where he's our power. You Blacks, Latino, Native Americans, man. We can ask the Lord wisdom and knowledge. He's gonna, you know, if he knows your prayer is sincere, he's definitely gonna help you out, man. Take it from me. I've been going through hell, and I constantly pray and ask the Lord to help me, man. The Lord has constantly helped me, man, as well as put me through hell and punish me, man, because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, what was commanded of me, man. But now, look, he gave it to where have a nice apartment. I'm still catching hell, too. I'm not comfortable, man, you know? And that's how we need to be. We can't get comfortable in Babylon the Great until YAHAWASHI come with those chariots and beam us up. We're not supposed to be comfortable, man. But he blessed me with an apartment. He blessed me with a new sword. You know, he blessed me with my tripod, and I've been going out every week. He even put the spirit on me on today. I had a topic that I want to go into this Sunday when I do camp, Lord willing, you know. And the spirit was on me to do something totally different, man. I was listening to the elder Kazaki Olive from Mississippi, and I started putting scripts together, man. You know, a whole nother, you know, that spirit was on me to talk about something else. So I got some scripts pre-made as you know, I'm getting myself ready, man. But like what the brothers was saying in St. Jersey, when you're supposed to prepare yourself for these lessons, and don't just hop on and be like, okay, I gotta do a lesson, and you're not praying, man. I started really praying before lessons now. We have to, especially camp. Before camp, I always pray, man. Before camp, you know, because you want that spirit. I always pray for the Lord to put the spirit on me to really talk out loud, for me to focus. And if there's any members of the elect that needs to hear this word, I always ask the Lord to direct them to my battle post, man. Because when you're outside, this is a spiritual battle. When you're outside, you're on the battlegrounds, man. Why? Because you got the 2/3 demons, you got these heathen nations, you got Esau Edom, man. You know, so you out there on the battleground, staying 10 toes for the Lord in sincerity. Don't just be out there like, oh, okay, I did my street ministry and then, okay, I go back to not doing a lesson for another 4 days, then I'll do a quick little sit. No, man. We supposed to be on fire, man, because the Lord would take your candlestick and he would put the flame out and give the flame to somebody else, man. You know? And that's why you got to constantly ask the Lord to keep that Holy Spirit on you and take not the Holy Spirit away from you, man. Because the Lord gave us all talents. If you're not using the talents that the Lord blessed you with, he can easily raise somebody else up. See, we're expendable, man. And a lot of people need to know that. They be putting themselves, they think they better than the next brother or this and that because they do more lessons. Listen, it was brothers in this thing when I first started and coming up. They are doing lessons almost every day, man. Now those brothers don't even do the work. You know, it was brothers that you really used to be on fire. Now they putting up lessons once every 7-8 days, man. And they be like, not getting on, you know, anybody or talking to anybody directly, but if you're 5, 8, 7 days while doing a lesson, then when you do a lesson, it's only like 20-something minutes. Come on, man. You know, I do lessons every other day, but I make sure my camps is at least an hour, and I try to go at least 25 to 30 minutes during the sit down. Even my quick hits even be almost 20 minutes, man. And it's just the spirit, man. I don't, through the spirit, I don't want to short the Lord. He's about to give us everything. You want the spiritual powers, you want women, you want this and that, but you don't want to put that extra work in, man. You know, we have to show the Lord that we can do this, that we can go on for as long as we need to, man. Even if we got to be here another 20, 30 years. which through the Spirit, I don't believe we are. Lord willing, we don't. But if so be, because we on the Lord's time, man. It's nothing better than the truth, man. And once again, it don't matter how you feel, the Lord comes first. Or you had a long day at work. Hey, I had a long day at work. Them demons started getting on me when I came in. The first thing I do, take a shower. I could do this lesson tomorrow, and then I'll be 2 days with me not doing a lesson. I never want to go more than 2 days without doing a lesson, man. You know, I'm trying to do 4 a week. You know, but you gotta rebuke those demons, man. You gotta work through it. You know, because this is for the Lord, man. We gotta wake up the elect so we can go home. Brothers not want to go home, like you know. This is John 6:35-36. And it reads, and Yahawashi said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. All right, we have to seek Yahawashi also, man. You know, because he's our mediator. He's the one that we have to go to if we want to get to Yahweh, man. We can't just, like these other kings, we can't just say, well, excuse me, Yahawashi, I need to talk to. No, man. We need Yahawashi, man. He's the one that's coming to save us. You know? You can't go up and talk to the Creator while talking to His Son. That's mad. That's disrespectful. And these other camps do not preach. They don't talk about the elect. They don't mention Yahawashi. They put themselves above the elect and Yahawashi, man. You know, they think that they really kings on their side, man, through the Spirit. They really wholeheartedly believe that. But see, the Lord's gonna come down and humble these false prophets, man, because they're shedding blood. You know, Yahawashi, that bread of life, He sacrificed His life for us, for the elect, man. If you want to be saved, look where He laid His life down for it. Why would you want to walk around them and go straight to Yahweh, man? How disrespectful, man. You know? But I said unto you that ye also have seen me and believe not. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. Right, man. You know, for I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. And this is the Father's will which hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Hey, I had to get the rest of that. Hey, this was powerful, man. I couldn't just get two scripts from my head. I had to finish that out. But right, man, we need Yahawashi, man. You know, we need him so that so he could beam us up, take us home. But also we have to look at Yahawashi as an example of how to walk in his truth. You know, he walked 100% in his truth. We only strive to get close to that, because you know Esau Edom got it makes it hard for us to you know, in this society, walk 100% in truth, man. You know, and we gotta constantly seek the Lord, because we're hungry, man, through the Spirit. Let me grab my next script. And this is John 7:38, and it reads, I'm sorry, 37. And the last day, the great day of the feast, Yahawashi stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. That's right. We have to go to YAHAWASHI and drink, man, to eat, you know, this word, you know, because through him, we can be saved, man. YAHAWASHI literally means he saves, he delivers. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water, which is that word, man. You know, the rivers, this truth is those living waters, because once you start drinking it, you start to live, you start to feel that everlasting life through the spirit, man. And we're gonna physically, you know, become immortal once we get those new bodies. Lord willing, we have those men, you know. And you're not gonna receive this if you're in this truth and you're playing around, man. Because a lot of brothers is just playing around. They're not doing lessons. You know, they're going years and years not doing lessons, and they're not showing the Lord that they can go that extra mile. Ultimately, they don't really believe in this truth, and they don't really have that fear of the Lord, because shoot, you go 2 days while doing a lesson, you scared for your life, really. Because you like, oh man, the Lord could take me out, and am I losing it? You start getting those thoughts. Oh man, did the Lord take the spirit away from? Like, you really start to have that fear, man. You know, and that's why it's important to constantly seek the Lord, constantly eat this bread and drink of this wine, man, which is this truth. This is Isaiah 55:1. Oh, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yeah, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Right, this is free, man. You get this literally. The Lord don't charge to hear this word, man. Now you got these other camps, IUIC, Bishop Nate, you know, he charging for breakdowns. This is going totally off, man. But the Lord said, hey, you can come seek him for free. There's plenty of milk and water and wine and bread and honey for everybody, man. See, for Esau Edom, you want knowledge of his system. You gotta pay schools over $100,000, especially the top schools. Then you're gonna end up in debt. Then for the rest of your life, you paying back for a piece of paper, man. You know? And this is 2. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. All right, man. We're spending money on things that has nothing to do with nothing, man. But the Lord said, hey, you can come get this word, you come get this bread for free, man. Come eat up for free, you know? The only thing the Lord is really charging you is your time, man. That's all the Lord is asking for, your time. Here it is all these hours throughout the day, and you telling me you can't take the time to listen to some lessons. You at work, listen to some lessons. I mean, if some jobs allow you to, you know, wear your headphones, because some jobs do that. They say, hey, you could like my job say, you know, we could listen to music as long as we just have one earbud in. But I don't listen to music. I listen to lessons. You know, literally, I don't even listen to music. I listen to lessons. If I listen to music, it's at night when before I'm about to go to sleep or something. Because while listening to music for 8 hours, when I could be getting this word, when I could be connecting more with the Lord, sharpening my sword, listen to scripts I never heard before, listen to these breakdowns, you know, getting that spirit right, so I can set up my lessons for the week, set up my you know, my highway and hedges video on Sundays, Lord willing, every week, man. While listening to music, sellouts, when I could be seeking the Lord for 8 hours, you know. But it's locking. My spirit really just flowing right now. You know, I was really, you know, excited to do this. because some of these scripts I myself never heard of before, but I can break these down, because the brothers broke it down, and through the spirit, it all made sense. It wasn't even hard, you know. That's how you're growing in the spirit. You can hear a script, and like, oh, that means that means this, because it's that song, man. It's that song. This is Ezekiel 44:1. 144. Call out YAHAWASHI outside. Then he brought me back the way of the gate of the outward sanctuary, which looketh toward the east, and it was shut. Then the Lord YAHAWASHI outside unto me, this gate shall be shut, it shall not be open, and no man shall enter in by it, because the Lord YAHAWASHI outside, the power of Israel, have entered in by it, therefore it shall be shut. Now let me jump to 12. Because they minister unto them before their idols and cause the house of Israel to fall in iniquity. So right, the Lord shut this door because y'all wasn't hungry for the truth. Y'all hungry for these false gods and these other religions. So he shut the door. He's only gonna open for the ones that's hungry to really seek him. Our nation is hungry to seek other false gods and other belief systems that's not true. Salaki, my phone on 3%. Let me see if I could Salaki Israel. Oh, Salaki Israel. Okay. So right, man, and so being that they seeking out these other false gods, the Lord's gonna keep the door shut. Y'all not hungry for this true bread and wine, man. Y'all rather eat of molded food, molded bread, man. Cause that's all that is. False gods and these other beliefs. That's molded food, man. That's food that went bad. You'd rather eat that up than some fresh food that's on a free. That's free of charge, man. Fresh food that just came out the oven, steam and ready to go, man. Free of charge. That's what this word is. But you see, our people is so far gone because Esau, Edom did everything in their power to keep us. Scriptures say, let's cut them off from being a nation. They were doing that through history, saying that we come from people that we don't come from. But everything else but the children of YAHAWASHI outside, man. And also, this like a spiritual potluck. The Lord's providing food, but you gotta bring something to the table too. And that's where our YouTube channels that we use, or whatever platform we on, those are our trees. Trees that have our fresh fruit on it. We come and bring our fresh fruit. Make sure your tree got fresh fruit on it, man. You can't go up there, then you got, okay, you did a lesson 7 days ago, 6 days ago, because you did it back to back. But then from there, it was 2 weeks in between the last time. And then you're not doing street lessons. You're doing it once a month. You're not keeping fresh fruit on your tree, man. How can you feed anybody with that? It's rotten, man. Nobody eats rotten fruit. And that's how the Lord is looking at brothers' channels, man. Cause best believe the angels and the Lord, they know about our YouTube channels and stuff. Let me grab my last script. This is Proverbs 27:7, and it reads, "The full soul loatheth and honeycomb, but the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. As a bird that wandereth from her nest, so is a man that wandereth from his place." So, right, man, well, we gotta teach the true scripts, even if it's better. Talking about Jacob's trouble, how women gonna be ravished, kids, men, women, children gonna be put to death, destruction on Babylon. Yeah, it's bitter, man. You know, but it's sweet to us through the Spirit because we know it's the Lord, and the Lord's giving us a way out. All we gotta do is seek Him. But seeking Him, really wanting, we gotta be hungry for the Lord. We can't just say, "Okay, I'm seeking the Lord. What do I do? Okay, I gotta do a couple lessons. I could do that. Boom, boom. Go back to the normal life. Okay, I'm doing my no, man." Because you could be on this, camera, and your heart really not in it. Your spirit's really not in it. And y'all think that, brothers can't see it. Real brothers can see, they can feel that vibration through your channel, man. Ultimately the Lord, that's that low. We got spiritual power on a lower level right now, man. Understand this wisdom and knowledge of this truth. Being able to feel the energy around people. You walk in the room and the energy off, and you walk out, man. We have that spiritual awareness, man. How much more the Lord? The Lord sees everything. The angels see everything, man. And that's why we got to constantly pray, constantly seek the Lord, because time's about to get hard, man. And nobody's going to be able to save you out of what's coming other than the Lord, other than YAHAWASHI outside. All praise to YAHAWASHI outside, man. So, right. With that, I want to say, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all honors, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim and Akrev that tuned in. And double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who were at T-Spur. Like our apostle I like to say, on to the next lesson. You're only as good as your last lesson, so keep leveling up and stay in the spirit. Remember, a Bible ball soon, man. We almost out of here. We got to keep fighting, though. We hungry, man. We got to get hungry through the spirit. Keep seeking the Lord, and He's going to keep filling us up by way of this truth, which is that bread and wine, man, and that honey, So, till next time, peace and blessings, hopeful elect, and shalom.